Well, let's get an analyst view for our viewers on the Tata Tech IPO. After 20 years, the Tata group of companies going public. It's not a very richly priced IPO. So I've been for bumper gain and then perhaps more after that. Could it do what, let's say, a DMart did, which is it was expensive, but then by the time it peaked out, it went from 600 rupees of a listing to about 6,000 rupees. So is Tata Tech in that kind of a big, listing, which is just going to light up the screen and which is just going to, give a big, opportunity for investors now to participate. Dhananjay, Sinha and Siddhesh, Mehta, they both join us. Let's take our conversation forward. Dhananjay, I guess it's like a no-brainer that you need to apply. Now, the point is that if you don't get lucky and if you don't get the shares at the IPO, and after a gap up listing of 20 to 30%, should one still buy into it?
So I think in terms of valuation, I think it's fairly cheaply priced. If you look at the comparison with respect to its competition, I think the closest competition we have is KPIT. Others we have as L&T Technology and Tata Elxsi as well. So if you look at the comparison, KPIT on FY23 basis is priced at 75 times PE, and if you look at the offer price for the IPO, it would be some valued. I would say. I would say also if you consider the market cap to sales ratio, I would say in comparison with others such as KPIT, L&T, and Tata Elxsi, Tata Technology is currently priced at 4 times. So that's again fairly low, KPIT. I think so there should be a good subscription to this IPO, and
There is a bit of a video lag there. Siddhesh, what is your sense? I mean, it's like a must subscribe, but post that, is it a must buy even if there is a gap up listing?
So the Tata Technologies IPO garnered significant attention following the filing of its DRHP, and today it has made its debut on Dalal Street. The earnings valuation is a relatively cheap valuation. We can also say that the IPO is coming with an attractive valuation and not with an aggressive valuation. So with a long-term perspective, we can subscribe to the IPO even after a big gap up, because the Tata Group has its name, it has its legacy.
My question is, would you advise your clients to buy it even if there is a gap up listing of 20-30%? Because IPO subscription, I think not everybody will get lucky when it comes to allocation.
Yes, if the investors are investing in the Tata Technologies IPO with motive of listing gains, then they should not enter the IPO if there is a big gap up. But if they are entering with a long-term perspective, then the IPO is worth investing for the investors. The investors should not miss this opportunity.
Is Dhananjay back? Can we go to him? Okay, Dhananjay is not back. Okay. What do you think is going to be the 3-year or 4-year outlook for, let's say, Tata Tech IPO? Could it do what Tata Elxsi has done, what KPIT has done? What is the benchmark according to you? Siddhesh, the question was for you.
Okay, so the company has diversified global presence. The client portfolio includes Tata Motors, JLR, Airbus, McLaren, Honda, Ford, etc. Global spending on ER&D segment it operates is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 10% over the next 5 years. Tata Tech is the only Indian firm and among a handful globally that serves automotive clients in every stage of product's life cycle, from the drawing board to the showroom floor. So now the firm is expanding into aerospace through anchor clients, and the long-term perspective looks attractive for Tata Technologies also.
Point taken. We let you go on that note. Thanks so much for joining in.